today aboard this, which is the new Windy 39 Camira. It's a boat I've been particularly looking forward to because it's an absolute out-and-out driving machine. Windy already have a sports cruiser within their range, which is the 40 Maestro, so with this they've just got an absolutely superb day boat. So up here at the helm you've got a pair of really substantial bolster seats, and there's a third seat over on the port side, and then back aft here you've got a really great entertaining area. Underneath here you've got a hob on this side, and then over here there's a sink, there's storage underneath here, and there's also a fridge. And then further aft you've got this great seating area. It's split so that anybody can get into it from all sides, but you can actually pull these together, so this makes a single area just here. And then back aft you've got a single bench seat, and the backrest of that will slide right back to give you a big sunbathing area. Finally at the back end you've got a decent sized bathing platform just here, and there's a dinghy garage back underneath here, so you can get your dinghy right in, out of the way. Now I love an open boat, but on a larger one like this sometimes the canopies can be a little bit of a nuisance, but Windy have given that some thought too. So what we've got on here is a system very similar to the Windy 29 Coho that I looked at last year. Under the back seat, the whole canopy is already installed on the frame. So you just lift those in place, drop it forward, and then all the side sections are already on the outside of this. You drop them down, put them on, and the whole system then will actually rise electrically to tension it. So the whole thing's nice and tight without having to rip your nails off trying to get them over the hooks in the first place. So what do you need inside a sports boat? Well, what you've got is you've got standing headroom for a start, which is pretty impressive. Down here there's a nice little galley area, a couple of huge fridges, so you've got plenty of room for your beers. And then it's got sleeping. There's a forward cabin that's separate to the rest of the accommodation as your owner's cabin. That's got an island double bed, which is nice. And then back here for your guests or for your kids, there's another 2 berths. And then finally, over here on the port side, there's a decent sized loo. For a weekender, it's absolutely all you need. Anyway, that's a look around the boat, but now for the fun bit. Let's go and drive it. Now Windy are doing this boat with the twin Volvo D6 370s or the twin Volvo D6 400s, both on outdrive duo props. But the question is, if you're buying a boat like this, why wouldn't you have the 400s? Certainly that's what the owner of this boat thought, and that's what we've got in here. The performance, in a word, is effortless. It's like one of those really big engine luxury cars. You drive along thinking you're doing 60 miles an hour, you look down, you're doing 80. This is exactly the same. This feels like I'm doing 20 knots. I look down and it's doing 32. But in fact, even at 32, it's just cruising. You can cross the channel at this sort of speed, no problem at all. There's plenty left. Flat out, she'll wind out to about 45 knots. I'm going to ease her back a little bit out of deference, the battery's brand new. But even there, that's still 38 knots, and that is totally effortless. We haven't got the weather today, unfortunately, to really put the sea keepers to the test. I mean, we've been out on lots of windies before. They're always very good. This is a very deep V hull. This is going to be good too. But what we can show you is the handling. And the handling is superb. There's an expression, corners on rails, which absolutely suits this boat. It just digs in and it turns. No drama, no fuss, it just goes round. It's absolutely fantastic. Tearing around in this boat most of the day, and it's one of those boats that you just want to come out and drive for the sake of it. You don't go out boating just to get from A to B, you go out to play, to have fun, to just really enjoy tearing around on the water. That said, of course, if you do want to go across the channel, brilliant. It's big, it's twin engine, it's got a very capable hull. That's the sort of thing that you can certainly do some serious passage making in. Quite frankly, if I had one of these, I'd just be out here playing like this. I've got to say, I absolutely love it.